Sorry to interrupt you, but ma'am, moderator will be introducing you and the collective council for 5 minutes. Then we'll start.
Okay, no problem, no problem. Go ahead.
Yes, ma'am.
A very warm welcome to all the participants joining us today for our session, Writing Research Articles and Blog. We are delighted to have all of you with us this evening. We will begin in just a moment. Before we formally begin, let me ask you a question. As a law student, we spend years studying legal concepts, case laws, and procedures in classroom. But have you ever wondered how these concepts translate into real world practice? What skills are truly required beyond academic knowledge, and how can students prepare themselves for a successful career in law? Today's session is designed to answer these very questions. This session will provide practical insights into writing research articles and blog, professional growth, and the transition from law school to legal practice. Today's session is organized by the Collective Council, a platform dedicated to bridging the gap between legal education and legal practice through practical learning, initiatives, mentorship opportunities, self based programs, career focused training. Our objective is simple to help law students and young legal professionals develop practical skills, gain industry exposure, and prepare themselves for successful legal career. This is now my privilege to introduce our esteemed speaker for today's session, Advocate Tejal Bajaj ma'am. Is a distinguished professional known for their expertise in writing research articles and blog and dedication toward mentoring aspiring lawyers. Through their professional journey, she have guided numerous students and young professionals on understanding real world practice and skill building. On behalf of the Collective Council, I extend a warm welcome to you, ma'am. Without further delay, I would like to hand over the session to ma'am. Over to you, ma'am.
Yes, thank you so much, Piyush, for giving such a warm welcome to me. Okay, we already have a query in the comment session from someone. Suggest me some free of cost article, case law reading sites, ma'am. Okay. So we are going to take in all your questions in the last 10 minutes of the session. But before that, let us delve deeper into what today's session is all about. Okay, so as I have already mentioned, I'll repeat it again. Those who are comfortable may join their, may switch on their cameras. I'm sorry. Okay, so do you know why we are having this session today? Why are you guys also attending this session today? Why articles and blogs are so important? If you unmute yourselves one by one, we can have this interaction. Yes, anyone? Why do you think articles and blogs are important, or why do you think we need to have this session today in understanding how articles are to be written or how blogs are to be written? Yes, there's Manisha, but Manisha, your voice is not audible properly.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, articles and blogs are important because they help us to explore the various fields in the law as well as the fields that are interrelated to the laws. Like I have written a blog on I have written a blog on economics and law. So it helps us to dive into various areas of the law.
Okay. So Manisha is absolutely correct on that point. But one of the major things that articles and blogs teach you is it gives you exposure to some things that you've not actually learned about, but you learn it in the process of making an article or a blog. Number one. Secondly, in this era of digital platforms like social media accounts, like now Instagram also is used to promote so many businesses, and advocacy is also one of them. Okay, so there are so many good Instagram websites, I would say Instagram profiles rather. Phenology Legal, you guys must have gone through it. So ये लोग क्यों इतना blogs और articles पे इतना क्यों stress कर रहे हैं? Because it is giving you a reputation in a way. So that is why you're delving deeper into these things. Okay. Now the next slide, please. So, firstly, what is an article and what is a blog? If there are two different terms associated with it, there must be some difference or some similarity. So, I want to hear from you guys, what is the difference? Like Manisha just said that she has written a blog. So, what is a blog and how is it different from an article? Any general idea about it? Can I hear from anyone else? Yes, Dhruv Singh has raised his hand. So, Dhruv, we are going to give you a chance.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I think article we research on a topic in a systematic and much more detailed manner. And in an article, in my opinion, in an article there is a deeper level of research, and you have to be very much careful about your research sources. Whereas in the blog, in a blog. Uh, we no doubt we research upon a topic, but our main motive is to explain any legal concept in a easier way possible. But in an article we delve deeper into a research topic, or any or we can say any legal topic,
Okay.
and we with the help of research we uh, 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 jot down, uh, we can say, uh, a well researched, a systematic and organized.
Yes, so you mean to
You
say
may
that
say it
it is a formal way of writing things, correct?
yes.
Yes, okay. Can we have somebody else who can explain or whatever they may understand of what is an article and what is in a blog? Anyone else? And before just turning on your mic, just raise your hand so that there won't be any clashes. Yes, anyone else? I can see so many participants here. There are 41 participants. I don't want this to be a lecture. ये torture lecture नहीं है तुम लोगों के लिए. So I want you all to participate. Yes, Radha Madhav. Yes, you can share your opinion. No, you're not audible.
Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, you are now.
Okay. To my understanding, just like how Dhruv Singh said, a blog is much more informal, and an article is a well researched and well articulated form of explaining a concept
Okay.
in a much more formal way.
Okay, okay, fine. There are other people also have raised hands, but we are not going to take everyone's opinion. They will get a chance to speak later on as well. Okay. Now, kindly go to the next slide. Yes. So before you understand what is an article and what is a blog, as you guys have shared your opinions, कि blog जो है वो थोड़ा informal होता है, article it is more formal thing. But before everything else, whether it is an article or a blog, ये तीन जो तुम लोगों को slide पे दिख रहा है, these three steps, topic selection, then the research platforms or the research procedure rather, and the citation trails, या फिर finding a citation. So these three things you will have to go through. Okay. So talking about topic selection, first of all, select a topic which you are interested in, or which you at least want to have some insight, have really an interest to know something more about it. Okay. For example, I'm not at all a AI or digital privacy kind of a person. Okay. So if you tell me to draft an article on data privacy laws, for example, so I won't be properly doing it. Why? Number one, because I don't have any interest in it. So I'm not going to use my 100% in doing it. So, firstly, when you're initially starting your journey of writing articles and blogs, try selecting a topic that interests you. Okay, number one. Number two is you will have to find some loophole. अगर कुछ loophole नहीं है तो there's no need of an article or a blog. ठीक है, आर्टिकल या ब्लॉग क्या कर रहा है? इट इज एडिंग समथिंग, एडिंग सम नॉलेज फॉर द रीडर्स. Who are these readers going to be? They can be general public also, but they can be the people from your legal fraternity as well. Okay, it can be academicians, it can be lawyers, it can be judges, it can be scholars, it can be so many other people. So what you will have to do, द कंटेंट दैट यू आर गोइंग टू पुट अप कुछ नया होना चाहिए उसमें, या फिर तुम्हारा पर्सपेक्टिव उसके ऊपर क्या है, हाउ योर आर्टिकल इज गोइंग टू स्टैंड आउट. सी फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इफ आई सर्च रैंडमली राइट नाउ articles on section whatever of Indian Contract Act, let's say what is a consent in Indian Contract Act. If I put this and I put it plainly on Google कि इसके ऊपर I want articles on section so and so of Indian Contract Act which talks about consent, it is going to give me hundreds of articles. Okay, but now why these hundreds of articles are there? Everyone will have their own perspective of looking into things. Okay, some will define what consent is, what are the types of consent. Yeah, for some will have a different perspective, like they will join the concept of consent with something else. Okay, the word of concept and minors contract, let's say. So everyone is going to have a different article. Why is that so? Because their perspective is different, and the loophole that they are finding in that particular thing, that is going to be totally different. Okay, so your content, in order to be more reaching to the audience, it has to have some originality, number one, and it must always have a loophole. Okay, loophole या फिर your perspective, a different perspective on things, anything. Okay, now we go to the second point. So this is the first thing, topic selection ho gaya. After that we go to the second point, that is research platforms. Now many a times I have seen people getting confused between primary sources and secondary sources. These are called sources of finding something. Sources is nothing but to find something. So how are you going to research? How are you going to start your research journey? You're going to start with these primary and secondary sources, correct? So primary sources, as you can see on the screen, statutes हो सकते हैं, case laws, मतलब something that is originally there. Okay, without any modification, nothing. Now secondary sources में क्या होगा? The commentaries, the books, whatever is there, some news articles or some articles. So these are going to be your secondary sources. So whenever you are going to write your own
Hello everyone, how are you?
What was that? Okay, I don't want any disturbance in between. If you have any queries, drop it in comment box. Okay, so these two things are extremely important for you guys to handle both the sources, primary as well as secondary sources. Okay, now I think most of you guys are law students here. So even when I was a law student, it is not necessary कि हमारे पास वो 5 years में या 3 years में have access to these softwares. Okay, SCC Online, Manupatra, ये सारे softwares का access होना necessary नहीं है to start your article writing journey or a blog writing journey, according to me, because I started it long back. I started it in my first year only. So ये restriction आ रहा है क्या तुम लोगों पे? तो absolutely not. I'm going to give you an amazing website also, which is going to give you an exposure to so many articles and well drafted articles rather. Okay, so SCC Online, Manupatra, if you have an access to these softwares, obviously it is going to be an addition for you. आप research अच्छे से कर पाओगे. लेकिन अगर वो नहीं भी है तो भी you can start off with some other websites. Okay, like the High Court websites, we have the Supreme Court website originally for finding judgments and stuff. See, the crux here is what? Article likhna hai agar. So just don't start typing it. First collect your material. पहले पूरा material collect कर लो. Have it in your Word file, have it messier. The messier, the better, I think, because you have so much to sort it out when you're actually going to write an article in. Okay. And thirdly, we talk about citations. Now, citations, I don't know how many of you will understand this. Blue Book citation method is there, and ILI method of citation is there. So this is nothing but a method of writing a citation. Okay. Now here, I've specifically mentioned to avoid plagiarism. So plagiarism का meaning कोई मुझे बता पाएगा? Anyone? कहीं तो सुना होगा. Yes, Dhruv.
Plagiarism is actually imitating, or you say using someone's work as your own without giving him the due credit.
Exactly. Exact meaning. Okay. Here again, somebody else also in the chat box has mentioned this. Yes, Muhammad Yasir, but you're also absolutely correct. Copying others' idea. So it is nothing but copying somebody else's content and not giving them credit for it. So that is nothing but plagiarism. So plagiarism avoid karne ke liye the citations are there. So if you are quoting somebody's work as it is in your article, you need to have a citation. Matlab you need to give them the credit. Okay. We are going to jump on to the next slide. Yes. Now the difference between the two. So initially there was a lot of input from you guys regarding what is the difference between the two. We'll go one by one. Okay. So primary audience जब हम लोग बात करते हैं in an article, it is mainly as Dhruv earlier mentioned that it is going to be a formal and systematic way of writing things. Correct. So not many people out of the legal field are going to understand that kind of language. So that is why an article specially focuses on its audience being academicians, judges, or some scholars, especially from the legal field. Okay. And blog, it is for general people. Okay. Why for the general people? Agar, let's take for an example. Let's say what is section 43 of Companies Act. ये अगर मैं directly शुरू कर दूँ, section 43 of Companies Act says so and so, so and so, so and so. If that is my blog, nobody is going to even read it. Why? Because people are not understanding. They are not in the law field. They are not knowing what section 43 is. Rather, they don't even know how to search what section 43 is. So for blog, अगर मैं लिखती हूँ section 43 says so and so, nobody is going to be interested. लेकिन how that particular section affects them, if I convey that message in my blog, many people are going to read it. So blog ka idea is to make it easy for everyone to have access. Article has some restricted access. Okay. Now, what is it? Article is formal, deeply researched and objective oriented, whereas blog, it is informal, opinion driven and frequently updated. इसमें I don't think anything else has to be explained. Okay. Then there is formatting. Again, obviously formatting is going to be different. अब जैसे हम लोगों ने citation के बारे में बात किया, citation क्या है? This word also is going to be very new for other people who are not in the legal field. But citation, when I say this, that ये particular case law है and it has citation AIR 1943, volume 2, page number 64. Let's just say this. If I'm saying this, you all will automatically be able to decode it, what it actually is. But if I do the same for other people, that is not going to be correct. Yes. Next is tone or style. So the tone of an article is going to be neutral and passive dominant. So passive dominant kya hai? It is going to focus on what and rather than who. Who is doing this, who is doing that. ये article focus नहीं करने वाला है. Article is going to focus on what is the cause why that particular person is doing this thing or why that particular act is talking about it. Okay. And blog on the other hand, absolutely converse to it. It is a narrative driven, it is active dominant, and it is focusing on who is doing the action, who is who is driven by that particular thing. Can we go on the next slide? Yes. So I think you guys can jot these points down for a strong article, what you need to have. Okay, for an article, if you ask me, there are so many things that are common. Okay, there is going to be a literature review, there's going to be a research methodology, there is going to be a hypothesis, then you will have a conclusion. All these things are going to be there in an article. Now, for you guys to understand in a very easy manner, hypothesis is something that is not proved yet. एक statement है जो ट्रू भी हो सकता है या फिर फॉल्स भी हो सकता है. ये ट्रू या फॉल्स कब डिसाइड होगा? एट द एंड ऑफ योर आर्टिकल या फिर एट द एंड ऑफ योर रिसर्च पेपर. ओके, यू आर गोइंग टू रिसर्च ऑन दैट टॉपिक एंड देन यू आर गोइंग टू फाइनली से कि तुम्हारा जो हाइपोथेसिस था, whatever presumption or assumption you made it in the start, whether that has come true or whether that has come false. Hypothesis को हम लोग loophole भी बोल सकते हैं. Okay. Nextly, what I said about is literature review. Literature review is during that particular article, while writing that particular article, what are the research articles or say books or commentaries, different authors ka whatever you have referred to it, that is literature review. Okay. Research methodology is whether you're going to completely do a theoretical research, whether you're going to have a practical insight to it also. Practical insight mein kya aayega? On field agar jaake you're taking interviews of people, you're conducting surveys, you're conducting a questionnaire, you're circulating a questionnaire rather, because this is most common method of doing research papers in today's era. I think I hope you all have jotted down these points, because these points, whatever is there in slide, I don't want to repeat it for you all. It is easily written, like it is written in a easy language only so that you guys can understand it. Should we go to the next slide? Because I think we are falling short of time. Yes, same thing is for the blogs now. Now, like I said, articles में you're going to find some things that are going to be constant. Literature review, research methodology, ये सब आपको लिखना ही है for your article to look organized, for it to give a finally a conclusion to the people, or to give some recommendations, suggestions at the end. लेकिन blog का ऐसा नहीं होता है. Blog until it is unless and until it is catchy, nobody is going to read your blog. Okay. For example, catchy lines कैसे? Can you really realize so and so happened in Mumbai today? So this is a catchy line. अगर ये ऐसी line होगी तो ही कोई भी मेरा blog जाके पढ़ेगा. Otherwise they are not going to. If I state my article, my blog heading to be a very legally driven या फिर legal jargons है उसमें, difficult terms है जो सिर्फ legal field को समझ में आने वाले हैं, so nobody is going to read my blog. Okay, blog का खासियत ये होता है कि it is short and it is going to give you your conclusion. Okay, blog it is literally of like 1500 words maximum, I think. If you guys have jotted down these points, we will go to the next slide. Yes. Now, these are examples. Now, here is the main role of our workshop, because I did not want this to be a lecture type of a session. So these are examples. If you guys can see on the slide, on the left hand side, I have written the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, a critical examination of India's new penal code. This is one headline. And on the right side, similar topic पे एक headline है, New Criminal Laws 2023, a complete guide for Bangalore residents. Okay, नीचे मैंने authors को tag किया है उनके, so that if you guys want, you can read it afterwards also. Now, between these two titles, one is of a blog and one is of an article. So I want you guys, someone of you, to tell me which is an article heading and which is a blog heading. It is on same topic, same insight दे रहा है. Yes, anybody else other than, okay. Bhavi, can you just unmute yourself and share your opinion?
Ma'am, the left one is article and the right one is blog, because it does talk about a specific resident, that is Bangalore. Whereas if we see the right side one, it looks more formal compared to the left one.
Because Bangalore is mentioned, is it the reason for you saying that it can be a blog heading?
Ma'am, that is not the sole reason,
Okay.
but it also mentions like a complete guide and everything.
Okay.
And that is one of the reasons.
Okay. I want someone else's opinion also. I think somebody else has also raised their hand. Dhruv, we are going to give somebody else also a chance. Rekha Badla, I can see. Can you unmute yourself?
Yes, Ram. So, according to me, there on the left side it's written Bharatiya Nyaya Samhita. That's a legal proper name, and on the right side it's new criminal laws. तो कॉमन लोगों के लिए भी क्रिमिनल लॉज इससे समझना इजी रहता है, तो वो ब्लॉग है और लेफ्ट
Exactly.
वाला आर्टिकल.
Yes. So, you guys, yesterday only I had one client coming in, and there was a notice जो उनको मिली थी. Okay, it mentioned something about a recovery thing, and in the end of that particular legal notice, it was mentioned कि you are going to be, otherwise we are going to take an action in so and so sections of Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita. So it was not easy for them to understand. They got panicked actually. Ki what is this? What action has been taken against us? We are not understanding this. So normal general people, they are not going to be aware of this. हम लोग legal field में है, we deal with these things every day. Every day we have a new law coming in. Every day we have a legal position changing also by Supreme Court judgments, by High Court judgments. So we are updated with the laws, what the names of the laws are. बट इट इज नॉट एक्सपेक्टेड फॉर द जनरल पीपल टू नो इट. सो अगर ब्लॉक का हेडिंग तुम लोग ऐसा लिखोगे, द भारतीय न्याय संहिता अ क्रिटिकल एग्जामिनेशन, नोबडी इज गोइंग टू टेक इंटरेस्ट इन इट. ओके, वेर एज ईजी वे में अगर तुम बोलोगे कि न्यू क्रिमिनल लॉज, ओके, सो एवरीवन गेट्स एक्साइटेड. ओके, नाउ द ओल्ड क्रिमिनल लॉज आर नॉट देयर. So what is it about new criminal laws? Okay, now the at the below also I've given again one more example: judicial recognition of live-in relationships in India on the left hand side, and are live-in relationships legal in India? So again, there are these two. I want you guys, there are 53 people and only I think 5 to 6 people are taking part. I don't want that to happen. You can be wrong. It is absolutely fine to be wrong. Nobody is perfect here. And in our legal field, we are going to learn so many things. So it's okay to be embarrassed, because you're going to be embarrassed before the courts also. So no need to be embarrassed here. I can see Niharika Chandravanshi. Can you share your opinion?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, in left side, it is written in a very formal and academic in nature. And most important thing is legal principle are there. And in right side, blog side, it is like a reader friendly style and written in a very simple style, and it is more informative. It sounds very informative or less academic.
Absolutely. Yes. Can we go to the next slide now? So अभी titles तो I can understand कि you guys have also understood how to make out क्या title होने वाला है. Now थोड़ा सा complicate करते हैं चीज़ों को, because we are law students, we don't believe in getting anything easy. So there are openings of an article and a blog on the same topic. I want you to take your sweet own time. Okay, I'll give you 2 to 3 minutes to read this. लेफ्ट हैंड साइड पे कुछ लिखा है, राइट हैंड साइड पे कुछ लिखा है. आई डोंट थिंक इट्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू मेक आउट, बट स्टिल आई वांट समवन न्यू to give their opinion. Yes, we are going to just wait for 1 or 2 minutes for other people also. Okay. Yes, I think we are going to start taking your opinions. Let me just check. Akshara Jain, can you just unmute yourself?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Ma'am, according to my opinion, the left side opening is suitable for a blog because it is reader friendly or it is a conversational type, and the right side one is a article because I think it is informative or presents the topic in an objective manner.
Okay,
Formal way.
absolutely. I want somebody else also to give their opinion. Uh, somebody new. Yeah, I see Lion Fatima. Can you unmute yourself?
Yes, ma'am. I
Yes.
think the left side one is blog opening because you can see like it starts with the statement if you are arrested in Bangalore today. Right.
Hmm.
So it directly addresses the reader and it's trying to use a hook, which you clearly said that you have to find a hook if the reader has to engage with this blog post.
Exactly. And what about the
Yeah.
right side? Why is it an
Okay. The
article?
right side is starting with it starts with facts and background information, and it's more formal and it's in an objective tone.
Yes.
So it's definitely, it follows an article style. Like it has a context, it gives the background, and then there's the research topics and all.
Yes, absolutely. So one good thing that Fatima has mentioned here is that you will have to hook your audience. तो audience को hook करने के लिए if you're going to just write a plain statement कि you're just going to give the information कि these are the laws so and so, nobody is going to be interested in reading your blog. You will have to make your blog relate with people कि बाबा तुम्हारे साथ ऐसा हो गया तो what is the rescue to you, what is the solution to you. So that is what a blog gives. If you read it properly, if you were arrested in Bangalore today, so Bangalore के लोग जाग जाएंगे बाबा, okay, let's just read this, give it an insight कि if ever we get into such situation, or oh, my friend had gotten into such situation, so what is going to be the new situation, what has changed, what laws have been changed. So if only I'm going to give plainly ki okay, now we have the old criminal laws are not there, CRPC, IPC is no more there, we have BNS, we have BNSS and BSA, nobody else is going to read it other than the legal field people because only they are going to be knowing. One more thing is जो ब्लॉग्स है, व्हेन यू स्टार्ट राइटिंग ब्लॉग्स, ज्यादा लीगली उसको कॉम्प्लिकेट करने की जरूरत नहीं है. एज वी सेड, आर्टिकल जो है वो एक सिस्टमैटिक स्टडी है. सिस्टमैटिक स्टडी इसीलिए बोला जाता है बिकॉज देर आर सो मेनी थिंग्स दैट यू विल हैव टू चेक लिस्ट. ओके, लिटरेचर रिव्यू होना ही है, there is some research methodology that you will have to mention. So as a fresher who is going to start writing things, blogs are always good to go. Okay, and there are so many platforms also which are accepting blogs. Okay, during my initial years I've submitted so many blogs to iPleaders and Law Seekho. These websites, they actually accept your articles. I don't know articles and blogs also, so I don't know if a lot of people know it, so kindly note down these websites. Also, I don't know if there was a session on this, but Law Seekho and Law Octopus, which is called, these websites everyone must follow because whenever there is call for some papers, research papers on some topics, there is a call for some articles by some websites. So ये websites पे it is always updated. So you can get valuable inputs and you can submit your articles, research papers, blogs, whatever it is. Okay, shall we go to the next slide? Yes. Now let us make it more complicated. Okay, a little bit difficult. We are going step by step. Now we have understood title कैसे differentiate करना है. We have understood openings कैसे differentiate करना है. Now let us come to drafting it. Okay. Now this is something heading से ही समझ रहा होगा तुम लोगों को, poorly drafted paragraph. Okay. Now this is a poorly drafted paragraph. I want you guys to take out your pens and papers and I don't know what. Yeah, we have a chat box also. So I want you all to draft this properly. Okay, यही समझ के कि you are putting it on a blog, let's say, or even for an article also. Read this paragraph tell me firstly what is wrong with this paragraph, and then give me a crux out of it. Okay, we are going to just give you 1 or 2 minutes. 2 minutes is enough. It's 8 right now. 8:10 pe I'm going to check the comment section, and we are going to read out 2 or 3 of the properly drafted paragraphs. Okay. Yes, I can only see one of the participants replying. Yes, we have 2 now. Okay, 3. Okay, so firstly, we are going to talk about what is wrong in this paragraph. Okay, and I can see Harshpreet Kaur saying here the lines are more complicated and the actual thing is not conveyed properly, and the opening lines are not so catchy, and more chances that no one will read it to the end. Okay, so firstly, Harshpreet, this is not an opening paragraph. We have taken it something, मतलब पूरे article में से कहीं से भी मैंने उठाया हुआ है, ये समझ लो. So it's not necessary it has to be catchy. Catchy वाला part जो था, that is for opening of an article or a blog. Okay, here we are actually talking, this can be a part of a blog also, this paragraph. It can be a part of article also. But even if it is a part of article or a blog, इसमें क्या गलत है? The thing that you've correctly mentioned here is that the lines are more complicated and the actual thing is not conveyed properly. Now, why it is complicated? बहुत repetitive in nature है. Do you all agree with me? It is repetitive in nature. Okay, directly it is not coming to the point. मतलब it is like writing a paper in exam कि बाबा कुछ आ नहीं रहा है, we only know one sentence, so how to make it into 10 lines. Okay, 10 lines or 10 sentences. I hope all the law students have done this at certain point of time to get good grades, good marks. Correct. So that is the thing. But the issue in this particular paragraph, what was it? So I think Vinit Pratap has replied first, Vinit Pratap Singh. So in the light of aforementioned judicial pronouncements, it is submitted that the question regarding liability remains unsettled. Okay, this is also correct. We have Niharika's also. Niharika, again, I think the main intention of redrafting it or properly drafting it again is to make it cut short. Point pe aao, straight batao, kya hai? What do you want to tell? You are writing the same thing in 10 lines, nobody is going to read it. Come to the point. Be always have your articles also and blogs also pointed. Just because it is an article doesn't mean कि तुम लिखते रहो same चीज. Okay, article भी when it is valuable, when you are mentioning knowledge ज्यादा दे रहे हो, एक ही चीज 10 लाइन में बता रहे हो is not giving a knowledge. Okay, so I think you can again work on your drafting. Yes, anybody else? I can see many people replying in. I cannot reply to all of them, so you can just raise your hands and we'll take your opinion on this, 1 or 2, and then we'll go forward. Yes, yes, Akshara, you can speak.
Ma'am, according to me, the wrong in this is that it is too long or complex because one sentence tries to convey too many ideas, or
Okay.
it is like using many legal jargons, phrase like aforesaid judicial pronouncement or notwithstanding the foregoing, and a lack of clarity also. The paragraph also has no clarity
Okay.
and poor readability. Readers must read it several times to understand the conclusion, but they do not
Okay.
like not a friendly nature in reading. And the properly drafted version, according to me, is despite several judicial decisions and the legislative intent behind the relevant provisions, the issue of liability remains largely unsettled. Courts across different jurisdictions have considered the matter extensively, yet no clear and uniform position has emerged.
Okay, so again, whatever you have also redrafted here, I can see it in the comment section. You can cut it down also. मतलब वो भी थोड़ा बड़ा लग रहा है and it is repetitive. Issue क्या है इसमें? Kindly show the next slide, please. See, these are the two versions that I have drafted here, as you guys can read. शॉर्ट पॉइंट है यहाँ पे क्या है कि लायबिलिटी अनसेटल्ड है, इतने सारे जजमेंट्स आ गए लेकिन लायबिलिटी फिर भी लायबिलिटी का इशू जो है दैट इज स्टिल अनसेटल्ड. ओके, दिस इज द ओनली इशू. सो व्हाई डू वी हैव टू कॉम्प्लिकेट थिंग्स कि बाकी के जुरिसडिक्शंस में क्या है क्या नहीं. व्हेन आई से जुडिशियल प्रोनाउंसमेंट्स इट इंक्लूड्स ऑल द कोर्ट्स, it includes supreme courts, high courts, all the courts. So no need to again repetitively mention ki courts across different jurisdictions are doing this or doing that. Okay, so see here you can read these two. After having due regard to judicial pronouncement, the question of liability is still unsettled. You can do it this one way, or the question of liability still remains unsettled in spite of various judicial pronouncements on the topic. Okay. This is just an exercise, and my view or my opinion or my drafting style obviously can be different from yours. So I'm not saying that your drafting style or whatever you have written in the comment section is wrong, but I think cut down the unnecessary things. Okay, repetitive जो भी है या फिर जिसका मतलब सेम निकल रहा है, don't repeat those sentences. Okay, can we go to the next example? Next slide. ओके, सो थोड़ा और कॉम्प्लिकेट करते हैं, थोड़ा और बड़ा है ये पैराग्राफ. सो आई वॉन्ट यू गाइज टू टेक योर 2 minutes, and I'm really glad that you guys are very active. I want more people to be active. I can 353 people. And even if I know that there are some people who are not so much socially active or they are not so much open to speak, so जो लोग को नहीं बात करना है, that is absolutely fine, that is your choice. But comment section में try drafting it. Nobody is judging you here. Just do it for your own self. और अगर comment section में भी नहीं करना है, you can do it on your own paper and or your any book. I don't mind that. The purpose of doing this is to make you all at least start somewhere. Yes, Dhruv, unmute yourself and just give your opinion on this.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, the structure and language of this paragraph is quite passive, according to me, and as well as complex, making it difficult to understand in one or two reading.
Correct. When you say passive, I would again pause here for a moment and ask you कि ये article का part हो सकता है या blog का part हो सकता है? What do you think?
Ma'am, it could be a part of article.
Yes,
An
you're
art-
absolutely right because previously एक slide में हमने जब difference देखा था, we had seen passive oriented जो होता है articles mainly होते हैं. Okay, so you're absolutely correct on that point. Yes, we can already see Mohammad Yasir Bhatt. Yes, Mohammad, you can unmute yourself and read तुमने क्या लिखा है so that other people also understand and what is the reason for drafting it like that. Okay, I can see Pratibha Yashu also. Pratibha, if you are comfortable, you can turn on your mic and give your opinion. Okay, Niharika, can you do that?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, it is kind of poorly drafted because it is too lengthy. It can be like the Supreme Court recognized through the case of K.S. Puttaswamy versus Union of India, that is right to privacy, as a fundamental right under Article 21, subject to legal restrictions with reasonable restrictions.
Okay, can we show the next slide, please? Now, this is something that I have drafted. Okay, so your version is also absolutely fine. But इसमें तीन चीजें mainly highlight की थी. The triple test. Okay, so the three tests, if they are satisfied, then the right to privacy is going to be uh, restricted by the state. What are those three? Legality, need, and proportionality. So you can just see the way it is done. Okay. See, whenever there is in a paragraph triple test, या फिर there are 2 points जब आते हैं ना, always try to make it look attractive. Okay. एक लाइन में कॉमा करके अगर तुम लिखोगे तीन चीजें, so वो directly highlight नहीं होगा. Okay. जैसे उस paragraph में जो poorly drafted paragraph था, उसमें क्या था? They've done the same thing. They've written triple test action. Okay. But they have written it comma, comma, comma. So right now, somebody who was speaking, I think Niharika was speaking, she also did not speak about it. Why? Because that was not highlighted in that particular paragraph. जो highlight होना चाहिए, जो crux है उस paragraph का, वो highlight नहीं हो रहा है. Okay, so here you can see what actually was highlighted in this particular judgment was that the state, in order to restrict the right of privacy, will have to follow this three strict tests. Okay. Anybody else also wants to add anything to this? I hope K.S. Puttaswamy's judgment is known to everyone. Yes, absolutely. And the again one more purpose of Aadhaar case. Yes, you're absolutely correct. So it is very easy to remember case laws by such names. Okay, जो famously वो जानने जाते हैं. Okay, like Minerva Mills अगर मैं बोलूँ, तो what are you going to talk about it? Minerva Mills. Minerva Mills is also famously known as या फिर Maneka Gandhi versus Union of India, famously known as what? ओके, राइट टू ड्यू प्रोसीजर. पासपोर्ट केस बोलते हैं हम लोग, मनेका गांधी जब याद करते हैं तो द पासपोर्ट सीजिंग केस. यस, एब्सोल्युटली. सो अगेन वन ऑफ द मेन इंटेंशंस, ये जो मैंने पैराग्राफ्स यहाँ पे कार्व आउट किए हैं, दे आर फ्रॉम सर्टन डिफरेंट लॉज. पर्टिकुलर एक कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल लॉ या फिर किसी लॉ का नहीं है. आई हैव पर्पसली डन दैट सो दैट जिनको नहीं पता है या फिर जो भूल गए हैं वो बाद में जाके फिर से रीड कर सकते हैं. व्हाट इज के एस पुत्तुस्वामी's जजमेंट. Yes, next slide, please. We are having this last example now. Yes, this relates to Maharashtra Cooperative Societies Act. Okay, अब ये section भी I don't think most of the people would have read it. Because of paucity of time, can we go to the next slide? Okay, so just give a glance to this. Yes, again, a very important thing that has been noted by Mohammad Yasir Bhatt. सबसे डिफिकल्ट जार्गन जो है वॉइड एप इनिशियो, जो सिर्फ लीगल फील्ड में जो लोग हैं उनको ही पता चल सकता है, नॉट टू द जनरल पब्लिक. ओके, आई थिंक यू गाइज हैव नोटेड दिस. नाउ बिफोर going any further, before we end this session rather, I would just like to tell you all about one website. Just a second. Because you guys want to start somewhere, and I would really like every one of you all to start your article writing or blog writing journey somewhere. So if you guys can write down Indian Journal of Law and Legal Research, which is I can just mention it in the comment box rather. It is called as IJLLR. Even if you guys will put this on Google plainly, तो ये website खुलेगा. Okay, and this website is the most decent, most properly. You will find so many different articles on this website. Whatever topic you say, you will have number of articles on this. And I think before starting your journey of writing articles and blogs, have a habit of reading articles and blogs. When you will read, you will understand different patterns of different people, how they write, how they make it look attractive. Everyone will have their own way of writing. So you can have an exposure to how well written articles are on this particular website. Okay. Now I think we can go for some questions. Somebody in the start of the session had asked something. I don't see this. I don't. Yeah, suggest me some free of cost articles. So free of cost articles, मैंने आपको अभी आपका आंसर बताया. That is a free website. You will have access to so many articles. Okay, you don't really have to have access to SEC Online or Manupatra. Okay, then case law reading के लिए, again, as I said, you can actually go to the High Court websites or Supreme Court websites also. Even I don't know if you guys have ecodes named app in your phones. Ecodes may, because they've updated that a particular application now, you can also have legal research on it. Yeah, Indian कानून is also good. You're absolutely correct. But what I have found is Indian कानून में बहुत mistakes भी होते हैं. So Indian कानून से what you can do, जो citation मिल रहा है, मतलब name of the parties or citation you get it, you find out actual case law from the website and then read it. इंडियन कानून की आदत मत लगाओ. अकॉर्डिंग टू मी, while researching Indian कानून is very good, you can research, but when it actually comes to reading a particular judgment or an order, don't read it from Indian कानून because sometimes it is wrong and I faced that. So, and even in courts, Indian कानून का print you cannot refer to. Rather, I don't know how many of you all have done moot court competitions also. In moot courts also, we don't generally allow that. So, abhi se have an habit of reading from proper sources. Okay. Yes. Anyone else? Anything else? Okay, Dhruv is saying that, ma'am, there's another issue I faced by me. So I've already attended numerous sessions in Center, but I can't start writing because of research. Even then, how? So for research, Dhruv, I think you will have to use the platforms that are available to you. Okay, start with some basic platforms. Okay, like Indian Kanun is also there. Start with these basic platforms. Indian Kanun से parties के नाम वगैरह ले लो. Put it on the actual High Courts or Supreme Court website and start researching. What is research? Research is nothing but, if, for example, let's say I decide to research about live-in relationships. So live-in relationships का आज तक जो भी material है, okay, what if only I put on Google live-in relationships information in India? If I put this plainly, फिर भी मेरे को इतने sources मिलेंगे. So start reading these sources. And फिर whatever information you find कि okay, this is informative, copy paste it in your Word file. As I said earlier, the messier the better. Have a Word file of your own before writing an article. उस Word file में you will have all your material. जो तुम लोगों को अभी relevant नहीं लगता होगा, but keep it with you. Is Manupatra Academy good? I don't know about Manupatra's Academy. I have not heard about it, but Manupatra as a software is very good for researching. But again, for student friendly है या नहीं है वो, it will be your question, because I don't think कि उनका जो subscription होता है it's very affordable. I think Live Law पे there was some birthday offer this month. So if it is still there, I would urge you all to get that. Students के लिए ही वो था, the subscription that reduced it. Heard from my
Ma'am,
senior.
ma'am, I have one question. Ma'am, from which year should we start writing the article?
I would say from your first year itself. From your first year itself. Why do I say that? Because जब first year का article जो first year में तुम लिख रहे हो, you will compare that with your own article of the 5th year, then also you will see a major difference. और लिखने के तुमको मतलब nothing is going to go off, right? What is going to happen? Practice makes a man perfect. And Rome was not built in a day. I hope you guys have heard these two proverbs. So until and unless you keep doing that thing again and again, you're not going to improvise yourself. So I think from the first year itself, you start writing. It doesn't matter how bad it is. Just start writing.
I would like to add on with my query.
Dhruv, you're not clearly audible. Can you be a little louder and clearer?
Yes, ma'am. Excuse me, ma'am. I would like to add on my query, which was that though I have attended numerous sessions, but I am not able
Yes.
to write because of the research problem. There's another issue which I face, that because as you know, we live in the era of technology. So we have all the case laws, all the research topics which have already been researched and published available. So sometimes we also face a problem of information overload, that we keep on gathering information from various sources, but we do not, you may say, analyze them or uh, crystallize them. So, uh, how could one sort this problem? And another thing I would like to share with you is that there's a lot of paralysis which I face while deciding a topic. Let's say I have decided a topic which is of my interest, but I think it might be controversial to write on it, and
Controversial to what?
to write on it.
Okay.
And sometimes there are topics which are safer for writing, but they are not from my area of interest. And the last thing I would say that sometimes while researching, I uh, experience that I have become overwhelmed.
Okay. See, to answer your thing about controversial, so I think that is what a good lawyering requires, right? A good lawyer is not only a good speaker, he has to be a good draftsman also, correct? So controversial तो सारे topics होते ही है, somewhere or the other you're going to hurt other people because of your own perspective that you will have of things. So it is on you how to make it not sound a little controversial. Secondly, as you said कि बहुत सारा material already होता है, so you really find it difficult कि collect ही information करते जा रहे हो and your article is going to be something repetitive जो already market में है. Okay, this problem is there, but again इसमें भी the skill is to find a loophole या फिर it can be a different opinion by your side, or you think that you can represent that article in a proper and an easier manner. People can reach your article more than the other people's article. So that is on you. There are so many things while considering for writing an article. So you cannot just say कि information बहुत ज़्यादा है या फिर इस पे already information है तो मैं नहीं कर सकता हूँ. See, because as I said, drafting is going to be different. Okay, it is depending on you how you represent or you draft your particular article.
Ma'am, sorry, but I would like to ask another question. This is probably the last one. I'm
Yes,
sorry if
yes.
I'm taking the time of others. Sometimes when I research upon the topics, uh, I am not able to decide what material to choose for my blog or an article, and what is to be left out. So
Okay,
how
so
to ascertain that?
this is a very good question, and I think it is going to be beneficial for all the people. See, whenever you are collecting articles तुम लोगों को you will get it from, let's say I'm not taking any particular name, but let's just name 2 3 websites. Okay, I am naming some websites and you are only going to answer me, Dhruv. Okay, there is I Pleaders, there's Law Seco. Okay, then this I international, sorry, Indian Journal of Law and Legal Research. Let's say these three are there. तीनों में से तुमने कुछ कंटेंट उठाया है about the same topic. What do you think? What will be the most relevant one?
I guess, in my opinion, International Journal of Law and Legal Research
Yeah, Indian
would
Journal of.
be the most
Exactly.
appropriate option for researching any topic.
Yes. So that is how you sort. Okay. For example, if I'm reading a judgment from Indian Kanun, Case Mine, okay, and on the other hand, a proper Supreme Court website or a High Court website, what should I prefer? Obviously, the websites, the official websites, rather than relying on these websites. Even when you're writing an article, whenever you're citing a particular reference, that reference cannot be a random link or anything. It can obviously be articles or news articles, or that is fine, but Indian कानून वगैरह का तुम citation नहीं दे सकते. You will have to give a proper citation either of AIR, Supreme Court, or of the actual website ऑफिशियल वेबसाइट पे रिट पिटिशन नंबर सो एंड सो, डिसाइडेड ऑन सो एंड सो, कोरम सो एंड सो. Okay. I think yes, you can filter out your options very easily. But I think again, once you collect a lot, then only you will be able to filter out. अगर collection of material ही कम है, तो filter out करने में कुछ है ही नहीं. Ma'am, will the recording of today's session be shared with us? I am not sure about this. You will have to ask that to the coordinators. Again, there is a bar and bench. Pratibha Yashu, bar and bench is also again live law. Bar bench, ये दोनों similar है. So I would actually urge all of you all to have these apps on your phones also. Notification on करो उनका, so that you can actually randomly जैसे Instagram scroll करते हो, you can scroll on these news also. Ma'am, can we connect with you on LinkedIn for further assistance? Yes, you can, but only something that is actually needing my attendance again, not something random. I think we are going to wrap it up. It's already 8:39. I hope that I have helped you all in some or the other way. I've been able to contribute my little bit to all of you. And lastly, I would also thank the Collective Council's team and the founder member and my very good friend, Advocate Yashwardhan Rane, to give this opportunity. And actually, there are not many people out there who are conducting such workshops. So I would like you all to even follow the Collective Council, because they have so many other things that are coming up, some interesting things, and quite reasonable or even free. So I don't think there are a lot of people in our legal field who are actually doing this. So just stay alert, stay attentive to all these platforms, and make optimum use of your 5 years or 3 years of law.
Thank you, ma'am. We will end the session after a vote of thanks. As we come to the end of today's session, I would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude to ma'am for taking the time to share valuable experience, practical knowledge, and insights with all of us. Before you leave, we request you to kindly fill out the feedback form. From that, we will be shared in the chat box. Your feedback helps us organize more meaningful and impactful session in the future. And now let's take a virtual group photograph. I request everyone to kindly switch on their cameras and join us for a quick picture. Okay, wonderful. Thank you everyone for joining us today. We look forward to seeing you again in our upcoming sessions. Have a great evening, shared, and stay connected with the Collective Council. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.